What's going on, guys? How we doing out there? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Hope the self-imposed exile for pretty much all of us is going well for you. Hanging in there. Hope you're not getting too stir crazy. Um, like I've said before, not much of an adjustment for me. Just pretty much more of the same. Kind of quasi snuck out last night. As a couple of you saw, I started playing Half-Life Alyx with the VR headset. Streamed that last night. Kind of made a bit of a fool of myself, but that's always fun. But yeah, that's a insane experience, man. That is just intense. But had a good time, and probably do a little bit more. I'm not sure. I've put in a couple hours, and I feel like I'm playing hooky too much, so I might be hunkering down on the work a bit more. So, uh, I don't know, man. It's still a question mark. I mean, I've said that the game has a release date of July 10th, and as I mentioned before, the driving force there is San Diego Comic Con, right? And the question mark still remains: is San Diego Comic Con actually happening in July? And from what I can tell up to this point, it sounds like the answer is the best I can tell is that they're going to make a decision maybe in June, right? So I still have to treat San Diego Comic Con and the July 10th as a hard release date. So I'm going to push on that. So, and also because I made that one adjustment, right? A needed one, right? Where the red shirts in the spaceship sequence, where we have up right here, right, are now able to free themselves when they get trapped. If you trap them in a room, they can turn around. Johnny Ray, what up, buddy? What's up, Johnny? Just kind of catching up where I am right here. So I had the brilliant idea of adding the feature of, nice, he starts right off the bat. Look at that. Where are you up to? 570? Oh, there you go. Climbing back up to that legendary 600, right? So I added the ability of the red shirt to free himself, right? When he gets trapped in a room, he can go up to a switch and free himself, but that broke a lot. But what I did yesterday was focused on taking what was terrible spaghetti code, because the red shirt can go after the player, it can go after the computer to lock the player up again, or it can go after a switcher. And I ended up having 3 sets of all this code just all over the place. Uh-oh. That was a miss. Sorry about that, man. And so I ended up getting really bad spaghetti code. So yesterday I pretty much hunkered down and revised that code heavily. And the good news is it's now down to about I took like 800 lines and squished it down to like 130. Nicely done. Thanks, man. And it's good, right? It's nice. It consolidates and it's easier to find the bugs, but in the process, it's still breaking some stuff. So that's what I'm going to work on today. Doing some revisions. The first thing I came across that I really hadn't dealt with before, and this is probably going to bleed back into the ape stuff as well, but it's the idea of what happens when he's actually on top of you, right? When he's just standing on you, and then obviously he's going to do damage, because if he touches you, he does damage. But if you just kind of sit there and take it, right? I'll give you an example. So he just kind of comes up there, and he just kind of sits there, right? So that's not good. So I think what the objective is I'm going to go ahead and take that the hit animation, right, where he's hitting the switch, and I'm going to revise that to an attack animation and do that. So now he'll just keep playing this animation with variations and that kind of stuff as long as you're there until you move away, and then it'll go back into something else, right? And he goes back into chasing. So that's all working nice. But there's still a bunch of stuff that's breaking. So like right now, what I did was, because the going to the switch kind of broke, so I've now disabled that for the moment. Uh-oh. Jeez, man. You're off your game today, Johnny Ray. Not my day. How's everything else going for you, though? Aside from Penny not giving you much love, everything else doing all right there? You can leave that alone. Yeah, might be a good idea. You don't want to drop yourself back to second place. But yeah, everything else good in your part of the world? Everything else still pretty sane there? Haven't ventured out much myself, except for an occasional like food run. Aside from that, just pretty much stuck at home. Going all right. Working on legal stuff at the moment. Oh, hate that. That's always boring. Yeah. I love the idea of becoming a bigger company just so I can like dump off the paperwork on someone else. Nothing else, just for that alone, I'm going to be happy to be a larger company. So looking forward to that time for sure. All right, so what I'm going to do is just bounce over in here. And so we have, remember, this is like the little press switch animation. So what I'm going to do is save this. I wonder if I even want to bother, because that's just kind of a boring little flail there. So I think what I'm going to do is take this and just start it over as an attack animation. So I'm going to come in here. Oh, and it just completely defaulted on me. Let's go to Z. Thank you. Scenes. I thought I set project to Z. I thought I did that. There. Okay. And let's go into Space Cap. And this is red shirt. And we'll say new folder. We'll call it attack. Attacking. How about that? Active verb. Excuse me. And let me keep my naming convention the same here. Space Cat. Okay. One sec. Space Cat attacking 01. There we go. Mainly working on dumping it on someone else. There you go. It's all about delegation. I'm delegating it to not me. All right. So what we're going to do here is just make that go away. And make sure yes, attacking, good. So I want to do just like have like a cycle of attacks, right? So maybe like a foot stomp. Let's start with that. What do you say? So I'm gonna like have him come down. Here's for an anticipation, right? Like so. More than that. Let's get him way down. Like that. Kick the hand up a little bit. We'll worry about fingers here in a little bit. Alright. We'll start with that. We'll see how it looks as we go along. Like that. Okay, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to stretch them up like this. One, two, and then he's going to come up a little bit higher. Maybe start to come forward just a little bit. Let's see, I did do that on, yeah, on that one. Right there. Really tuck them down here. Maybe have the chest come down. We'll fix the belt here in a second. So what else is going on, Johnny? Anything else exciting, or is just more the same? One thing I did notice is kind of interesting is the, especially over the weekend, there's a lot more cars in the neighborhood since everyone has nowhere else to go. Gearing up to beta on Tuesday. Oh, sweet. So you're going to release the beta on Tuesday. That's exciting, man. Congrats on that. Very exciting. Nice. So if you get all that worked out, I mean, I know you got a ton of people to hand it off to, right? It is seriously messing with my ability to sleep. Well, I mean, the fact that we're, what, you're close to midnight already and you're still here, right? 22,000. Yeah, I thought that was something astronomical like that. Jeez. Well, that's awesome, man. I mean, look at it this way. Put it in perspective. Yeah, it is a nightmare headache, but there are so many devs, me included, that would love to have that nightmare. So, you know, if you think in that way, I don't know if that's much consolation. But there's definitely a bunch that would love to have that. Whoops, I'm doing the wrong one there. Grab the right guy. That would be good. Yeah, it's 2 and 3. So how oh, I know. It sort of makes it worse, though. Comes with a major amount of imposter syndrome. No. I understand that, but no. I think that kind of goes away when you have that level of, I mean, when you get that level of interest in a game, I think you've pretty much justified yourself, right? I mean, I understand why you may still feel that way, but yeah, I think you can, like, not focus on that much. So how are you sending them all out? I mean, are you using like a key mailer kind of solution, or are you doing it yourself manually, or how does that work? Thank you. Yeah, of course. Backer kit. Oh, sweet. Okay, and that's part of the that's like a little side thing that ties into Kickstarter, I guess. Excuse me, I'm assuming. So I was really hoping to do that for on a smaller scale. I was hoping to do that for Tribbles. Unfortunately, my my partners, right, the holders, he's kind of been going back and forth on me in terms of yes and no. And unfortunately, these days we're in the no category. So now I'm sort of getting so close that it's sort of like, okay, it's not even worth pursuing, right? But it's unfortunate because I really wanted to do a smaller scale, right? Which is more or less sort of like the game is doing great. We're coming in for landing. We would love just to show you guys this and help, you can help us out a little bit here in the, in terms of like backing us, not even much money, but just backing us to help us start throwing some cash to PR and also to help finish off some art stuff and that kind of thing. But yeah, unfortunately, I guess, I won't go into the details, but basically when you have a IP that you're working with, it's a lot of work, but if you have someone to help, and that was part of the thing too, is that the Kickstarter would be the idea that I could bring in some help to help manage that, right? Just some additional funds, because I mean, this whole thing has been, bootstrapped by me, and it's, at this point, I'm, going on 11 months in, right? So it would be nice to have a little cushion, but, when you work with a IP that you do not own, you are beholden to what they want, even if that's not what you want. So, it's just part of the whole thing. But I was really looking forward to doing that because it's a great way to measure interest and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully get some free press out of it and things like of that nature. But yeah, oh well. Hopefully we'll do fine without it. There we go. So you see what I'm doing here. He's getting ready to do a stomp. Doing a little stomp move there. Right. So I don't know if I want to do a hold up at the top here, or if I want to just go straight into it. You know what? I'll try a hold, and if I don't like it, I'll knock it out. But I'm just thinking like a single frame would be nice here. One sec here. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to do it my old-fashioned way, which is just, it's what I always used to do in Lightwave when I want to just kind of eke it out a little bit. Like so. There, like that. And here. And this one. Really? I guess I didn't have that one at all. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. So really subtle in here. I mean, this is just one frame apart, but I just want one frame of a hold here. This one I'm definitely going to do by graph editor, just to make sure I smooth it nicely. Like so. So this is, the term is hold or moving hold. So that way it helps register the pose a bit better before I go into the full stomp. Stomp that tribble. All right, and then we go. Now the question is, what I want to do. If I do this like a 2-frame, I think I'd do it as just a slam 2-frame, and then just let the body kind of recover afterwards. So let's try that. And let me make sure that this is not stretched out, which it probably is. Let me get my keys here. 257. So let's go 2, 5, 7. Yeah, cool. So you were joking about like dumping that stuff off, Johnny. But are you seriously bringing in some more help to help kind of take care of some of the paperwork business side of things, or is that still just primarily you slugging through it all? Stomp. Like that. Really push hard here. Yeah. Boom. Let the body kind of rise up for a brief moment. And then really impact downward. Like that. Yeah. Maybe let the head rise up. We can bring it back down. Actually lift it up maybe. Like, you see me leaning? You see I start leaning into it. When I get in the animation sometimes I sort of like play into it. Like I'm trying to move my body almost like a quasi mocap kind of thing. Boom. Primarily you, okay. But bringing in a part-time accountant who can also help with some of the business dev stuff. Also talking to someone to get the legal stuff sorted out. Yeah, that's always a good move. It is just, it is amazing how much like crap there is to take care of, right? You really don't consider it until you're in the thick of it. You know, and it's just it seems to be like all consuming, right? You know, no matter how much time you devote to it, there's still more to take care of, and you're just like, God. Yeah. Which, I mean, I've mentioned this before. I mean, you know, you got these guys that do this, right? Where, you know, and part of it to me is the fact that there's some games that I think, I mean, okay, present company excluded, right? Because I've, you know, I've told you what I thought of your game, but sometimes there's games that'll succeed, and you look at it and you kind of go, why, right? I mean, you look at it and kind of go, you know, but it's just because the people making it, right, are doing this, you know, this constant barrage of social media, right? I mean, they're everywhere. You know, they're on Reddit, they're on everything, they're Twitter, they're talking up a storm more than our president, right? I mean, just constantly chatter, and I just every time I see that, it's like, okay, I get it. They're getting exposure. You know, they're getting all this exposure, they're getting all these conversations, they're getting all these people talking to them and following them. And my question is, when in the hell do they find the time to actually make the game, right? And that's, I mean, I guess part of it is the fact that they have some way of sustaining themselves, and you know, they can go for years and years, you know, and do everything at their own speed. But I've always been perplexed by that. 1013, right? I mean, like if you go look at this point old and classic now, I guess, is the movie, I think it was called Indie the Game, right? And it really seemed like that's a good example of, you know, some guys that just, and I think some of them had like grants, government grants and that kind of stuff, but it's still, just to me, it's a bit of a mystery. All right. I want him to come. Let's see. All right, so I need this to go more. And then start to rise up. How about that? All right, cool. But I really want to go bigger with the leg motion, I think, here. One more. There it is. Yeah, which is why it ended up being a part-time thing for us for so long. Yeah, although my day job was also tech art, so not too much of a stretch. Yeah, and I mean that's what it was for me. You know, I mean on my first game, you know, a decade ago, where I was still doing the animation by day, right, the paid gig by day, and then I would go home at night and work on my own project. You know, and then now I'm in that kind of reverse situation where I work on the game as much as possible, but then I still do, you know, as I talked about, I still pick up the occasional animation work, paid gig, just to keep the wheels turning. But like I said, the key factor for me was, you know, the wife and I moving to Vegas, relocating to Vegas at this point 9 years ago. You know, it was just an experiment, but God, that was such a smart move in hindsight, man, because the cost of living just was so much more manageable than what LA was. You know, in this day and age, you know, it's not like there's anything I have to be in LA for, right? It's not like I have a shop there yet or anything of that kind of magnitude. But and if I need to be there, you know, it's a 4.5 hour drive and I'm there, which I've done because of the freelance work. I've done that countless times over the last several years. Boom. And then this is going to come back down. Start to come down like that. Yeah. And then we're going to come up big after that, I think. Maybe I might even do this more here at this point. This rise up. I might push this further, faster. Let's see that. Yeah. Nope. I got something on Discord here. One sec. Who is it? I'm trying to remember who that. One sec. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Yes. Friend requests, not quite connecting, but but what the heck? All right. Sure, why not? I'll say yes to anything. All right. So the body motion here is okay. The arm, we got to fix that for sure. Oh yeah, we don't have a keyframe here yet. So this is going to start slinking down, and then the hand motion will be coming back down here. Like so. All right, that's coming along okay. No. Maybe I have to go and come back up. Yeah. So Johnny, talking about since your beta is mere days away, no pressure, no pressure. You want to talk about a little bit about what, so you classified as a beta. You want to talk about what you actually have in the game so far, and what components, like key components that are not there yet. I'm curious where you're at in that timeline, if you don't mind sharing. And if I'm pushing too much, just say shut up and let me play with Penny. Alright, so let's get the head back going up again. Boom. Give me a moment, just need to send off some emails. No worries. 22,000 of them, maybe. Okay, I'm getting feedback on the game in real time. All right, so nothing going on with the hands yet. Let's see. So we come back up here, and we don't have a keyframe here yet. Maybe come up bigger here, and then that's good. Maybe have the head rise up like here. Ooh, nope, I don't like that. Undo, undo, undo. Let's see. All right, maybe if the chest comes out more at this point. Oh, we got no keys here yet. That's a good thing to do anyways. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, so getting feedback about saying that I need to have the triples replicate, but as I talked about, you know, a little, a little too complicated to incorporate into the game, and also justifiable because we're in the time and space where they've been altered. But I'll let him tell his thoughts here. I think what I want to do now that I see this is come back a little more. Oops. Can I multi-select? Yes, I can. Except I don't want him. I want that one. There you go. Like that. Really come up. There it is. That's much better. Yeah, so now he's doing that, anticipate that pullback, and then step forward. Yeah, okay. I think that wants to snap down there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. It's not quite looking right to me yet. How about that? No. A little jerky there. Yeah, that's okay. Once I get the fingers going in there, I think it'll look better. All right, we'll start with that. For here, we'll close the hand down a little bit more. At least the fingers. Like so. And then start to open up. Maybe not yet. That might be a little premature. So tie that down a little bit. that. Create checkpoints by pressing button. What am I using? I am using Maya LT, which is the inexpensive version of, well, okay, sorry, the less expensive version of Maya. Maya LT is designed specifically for game animation. So the key factor difference between the two is that unlike Maya, there's no way to render anything, and there's literally, you cannot add a camera in Maya LT. There's no such thing as a camera, which sucks when you're trying to do cutscenes, right? How do I download it? Well, it's from Autodesk, but it's not free. It's about $20 a month, which is a lot of money, but considering Maya rents for $185 a month, I think. Never mind. Yeah, but I mean, if you're looking for animation tools, I mean, Blender is the automatic one right out of the starting gate. Blender's totally free, and you know, a little quirky, but I mean, you can still do some great stuff with it for sure. Yeah, one sec here. Let me. Oops, can't type. Okay. Oh no, that was a miss. Who was that? Is that Johnny? Oh, shark bait. Uh-oh. Oh no. Shark bait's taking the tumble there. Oh, you know, so I guess, yeah, shark bait, you probably did notice the fact that you did fall to second place there, right? Johnny Ray came out of nowhere and just ate that first place up. The plummet begins. Is this my moment? Should I? No, I was too late. No, it was me. Come on, baby. Yeah, there it is. So where does that put me? I'm still, oh, 350. I'm still a ton behind. I cheated. I jumped the line. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still got a long way to go. All right. But yeah, so as I was mentioning, Sharp8, if you're interested in animation, definitely look at Blender as an option. I mean, it's literally a free software. All right, so I don't feel like this is actually. Never mind, Sharp8's obsessed. He's focused right now. Did you get that one? Oh no! Jeez, man. It's an unlucky streak. This sucks. Who made this piece of crap? It sucks, but not enough to stop playing. Okay, you gotta get this one. There you go. It was a little overthrown, but Penny jumped up, pulled it out of the air for you. She saved you. Finally. Let's see. Yeah. 3. Oh, here we go. Features we have in the beta: building 3D maps solo or with others, inviting players, roll dice, move miniatures around, request doing actions to the game master. Oh, that's cool. So the game master has their own unique view, I take it, or at least their own control sets. Johnny, you've lost a friend. I think he's upset the fact that. Oh, give it a second, it'll come back. You know, it'll come back here. Let's see what I left off here. Oh, emoting using characters. Oh, that's cool. Interacting with the environment, dynamic atmosphere system for changing lighting and mood, a game master overlay for hiding content from the players, a cutscene system which allows you to set camera shots. So short, the basic stuff you need for visualizing your pen and paper games. All right, sounds to me like you're ready to ship it, man. So I mean, if that's the full list for the beta, what kind of things are still on the drawing pad? A drawing pad, drawing board. Oh, Sharkbait, buddy. Jeez. It is a bad day for Penny, I think. That's a catch. Sorry. You know, we have laser sensors that detect if it restarted. Blank all the values to 0. It completely doesn't cheat as far as you know. Where are we at? Okay, so 10. A little bit more here. Let this fan out. Close it and reopen it? Yeah? You seriously want me to do that? I'll do it if you want. I mean, it's not going to change the scores, of course, but you think we're on a bad streak, so it needs to get reset? Okay. Your wish is my command line prompt. Oh, I like that. Just came off the top of my head. Your wish is my command line prompt. Uh-oh, I lost it. I deleted the folder. I can't get it back. You have to. There's no more Penny. Sorry, game's over. Oh. No, false alarm. It's back. Penny's going in the backyard again. There she is. Whoops. Oh, it didn't come up. There it is. False alarm. Johnny Ray's back in first place. All right, let's do this right, Sharkbait. Here we go. And ooh, no, jeez, buddy. You can blame it on Penny, but I don't think that was her fault. Just saying. I'm really big with the thumb here. Boom. Where's my boo when you need him? Well, I think I mentioned the fact that he actually changed his name, right? He changed his username, so he can't, unless he goes back to his old username, he can't go back to his old score anyways. Jeez. A couple more like that, man. A couple more like that, and I'm going to be tying you, man. Second place, here I come. All right, well, if you're going to quit, I'll jump in there. Come on, I'm going to roll the dice. Come on, baby. Oh, no! All right, we're all screwing up today. Jeez. There I go. I'm going to go shave her fur off now. Well, I would consider that good proof that it's not rigged. Or if it is, I did a really crappy job of rigging it. Oh, I beat you. Yep. Fog of War system coming. Oh, wait, let me see. There we go. That's better. All right. Coming back. Fog of War system, character editor, and tinting of creatures, language localization. Okay, yeah, that's a biggie. Prop system for switching out smaller elements on the map. Bookmap system, larger map, up to 30k tiles in each axis. Wow. Excuse me. Is this game you speak of free? I'll let Johnny Ray answer that one. No. Sorry. But as gorgeous as it looks, man, and, you know, as many years as you put into it, you know, looking for a paycheck, I don't think is asking too much for sure. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'll go back to toss and disc. Penny time is free. Actually, I'm going to start squishing it down at this point. Oh, another one! Shark bait, buddy. Not looking good today. Shark bait's out. I went down 60 points as well. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the fact that I added the code that's going to let me climb back into first place behind your backs. That's not it at all. Let's see. So Johnny Ray, you missed the. I know you were sleeping, of course, but yeah, you missed the Half-Life Alyx VR stuff last night. Did it for a couple hours. That really is fun, man. It's just, you know, even with my older Vive headset, it is amazingly immersive. It is such a cool effect, man. If I donate $60, can you give me 2.5 million penny toss points? I would have to come up with a new version, but I might be able to make that happen. So Johnny, you know, the towel's been thrown in there. You know, do you want to try and top that bid? The bidding starts at 60. I'll let you guys. I'll condone it. I'll take my second place and keep my $60. Is that what you're thinking? That sounds like what I would do. Alright, so the rumors of Sharkbait's departure for the night are extremely exaggerated. He's still making another stab at this. Look at this. He's making a run now. I want to extend this. I'm going to save in case I don't like this. Right here. The plummet has ended. That's it. It's all about the turnaround now. Look at this. Oh, shoot. Nope, that ain't going to work. I go by Olympics rules. Once a gold medalist, always a gold medalist. Asterisk or no asterisk, always a gold medalist. Alright, so I'm cool with this. There's boom. There's a stomp. And I think what I'll do is have him like do a raise up and then at the top before you, child. Wow. The smack talk is flowing today. Everyone, yes, you get a gold medal, and you get a gold medal, and you get a gold medal. We all get gold medals. Punch up to 50. Forget gold. I'm all about the diamond. I am like royal. Royals. So this one I'm gonna have him raise up again. Wow, you are truly roaring back, man. I know. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I see that. Yeah. Skill steps in heavily. Oh, that one was close. I thought that was going to the ground. Oops, wrong one. That's the one I want. Thank you, gold medalist. I appreciate your contribution. Really? I guess it's down all that time. Okay. I'll go to 1922. I don't know, man. You're taunting. You're tempting fate with the taunts. Oof! Wow. 1922. Too good for the NFL. They couldn't touch me. Seriously. So I guess the restart did it for you, man. It helped make it all go in the right way. 22. Same reason I'm not in space. All right. So we need to really push our chest back here. Jeez. All right. You did something, didn't you? You, like, when I wasn't looking, you changed the code or something. So that's why you wanted to reboot it, because you knew that you'd already got it loaded. It was ready to go. Yeah, of course. Look at this. I can't remember the last time I saw a streak go that long. Penny's just happy. She did have a birthday yesterday. So she's happy. She's always a happy dog. She is. I always say this, man. She is the happiest dog I've ever seen. Let's do this. It was probably when I got to 600. Uh-oh. There we go. Like so, and hopefully I can stretch that down so the knee won't buckle there. Santa's coming. 5'10". Dude, now that is an epic, truly epic comeback. You know what? I'll celebrate here. Oh, didn't mean to move that around. Here you go, with the bombing run. Oh, don't miss the ones in the corner. There you go. I just blew shark bait right off the screen. All right. Cool. All right. So, cruising along. So, just come up with different attacks. So, he's going to do the stomp first, and then he's going to do the old... I don't know, should I hit him with a gun or his elbow? Maybe the gun would be kind of nasty. And let's go. Yes, Penny. She's a good doggy. Johnny Ray's already going, all right. Enjoy your moment. I did warn you, though. If you remember, Johnny Ray, when you took first place, I said that when Sharkbait comes back, he's going to come back with a vengeance. I did let you know. You know. Uh-oh. This is it right here. This is the one. What the hell? Seriously? Please. As if. Wow, 10-point difference. Do I have to do that on camera? Do I have to get fricked on camera, or can I wait till I finish the stream and frick myself in private? Oh, but he's pushing his luck. Here we go. Do we have a tie, or do we have a 30-point difference? See, I'm going to stop animating. I just want to watch this now. In the dirt. Oh. Johnny Ray celebrates somewhere on the other side of the planet. He's doing a little jig right now. Restarted. Johnny, yeah, I didn't need the camera for that one. I could just mentally picture that one. So I'm glad I was accurate. Seriously? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You're just going to do it anyways. Ed, what up, buddy? I always find these videos fascinating because I have no freaking idea what's going on, but it's fun to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a celebrity in the house. The gentleman that just showed up, Ed, is the fine gentleman that is my voice talent, right? You guys heard the trailer. Remember that epic voice, which, yeah, I think a few of you actually commented, right? And that is Ed that just came in to say hello. Ed, Mr. Tech Guru. Hey, you figured out Twitch nicely. There you go. Yeah, Ed, so some of these guys are probably going to hit you up now. So there you go. These guys are going to go, hey, yeah, could you come over here and talk to me for a second? I want to hire you. So there you go, buddy. Welcome, Ed. How you doing, man? He did, as a matter of fact, you know what? Hey, check this out. I'll give you, since you guys are here and Ed is here, I'll give you guys a sneak preview. So I have all the cutscenes, right? And Ed just recorded the audio for that, and I cut it together. And I have another individual, a nice, talented voice artist, who is going to be doing the, who's going to be doing the female, which is the lieutenant character. But I'll just play like I'll tell you what, I'll play the first scene here. So, and I'll have to go along with this because I'll try and fill in the other side of what's going on with the dialogue here. Oh, I had the audio cranked here, didn't I? Sorry about that. I don't know if the music was too loud, but all right. So, we'll start off here and see if this plays okay. Oops. Might help if I actually hit spacebar in the right place. Come on, I'm over here, buddy. Why are you doing that?
We're concluding our survey of the planet Cortu, a vibrant planet that will soon be completely consumed by its own volcanic core. We'll be departing after we finish retrieving our survey equipment from the planet's surface. Number one, what was that?
All right, the context there is that they're watching all the stuff get beamed onto the ship, right? And as they're watching it, and all that's happening while he's narrating, and we see the Tribble kind of get beamed up with some of the stuff, and then hops away, and they start walking in the hallway, and they see a pile of their grain, their QTC, and we see the Tribble just wailing away, jumping in there, right? And and then so he says, "What was that?" And she says, "It looks like a Tribble, sir." And he said, "What's it doing on my ship?" And she goes, "Well, it looks like it's eating all of our quadricerticale, sir."
Engineering.
And they hear, "Woo!" Right? "Aye, sir."
Scanners show a Tribble on my ship.
"Aye, sir."
Lock onto that fur ball and beam it into the center of that planet.
"But, sir."
Now.
And he does it, and then so the Tribble gets beamed away, but also all of the QTC gets beamed as well. And then number one, she speaks up and says, "Well, I think that he was trying to let you know that, he didn't have a lock yet, and I think that's it for, there you go. Yeah, okay, that's it for the first scene. So there's a little sneak peek of what's going on there, but, oh no, these guys are too busy in an epic battle for first and second place here. Look at that, 550 and 530. You guys are just rocking it out, aren't you? So, oh, that's a little loud. You've won this round. Oh, did he take it from you? I didn't even see it. Yeah. All right, I got to try my luck. Ed, you can do the same. Yeah, Ed, absolutely, man. So I got the audio. Here we go. Let me see. There we go. I got the audio from our voice talent, from our lady performer, and I haven't incorporated it yet, but that's coming off as terrific as well. So yeah, Ed, if you have a inkling to play catch with my dog, in the chat right there, if you do exclamation point and type toss disc, you can actually throw the disc for Penny. She loves it. Excuse me. Every time I finish the broadcast here, and when I sign off, I go downstairs in the backyard and do the exact thing here for real. She's probably, yeah, I can see her shadow. She's under my door right now, just patiently waiting. All right. So while I'm doing that, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to see if I can get back to work here. And yeah, I really want to push this further. I don't think I've done that enough yet. So Johnny and Sharp 8, did you guys stop down? Take my first place and not try to push. Oh, that's why. Okay, right. And I guess Johnny's too concerned about expanding the distance. All right, all right. I'll take one for the team. Oh, sorry, Ed. I jumped in there right before you. Oh, there it is. All right, so where am I? I'm still behind, right? But I'm still way behind. Did I get to 400? Oh, I'm still 360. Jeez, I'm like light years behind you guys. I'll let him gloat. There you go. So on Friday, right? Johnny, you can jump in early, right? Before he Sharp 8 shows up and just kind of like scooch back up there before he has a chance to retaliate. All right, okay, Ed, try it again. Sorry, man, didn't mean to steal your thunder there. So give it another try. You're funny. I am king of the hill. All right, here goes Ed. Here he goes. Let's see how he does. Oh! Nice. There you go. Penny's happy. There you go. She's like, okay, that's good. I'm ready. Nice catch. There you go. Just a goofy little game. But everyone seems to enjoy it. It's actually done better than some of my full games I've released on mobile, so that's a good sign, I guess. Let's say I want to come down. Yeah, who doesn't like playing catch with a dog? Alright, so this is good, but timing is slow. So I'm going to tighten this up a little bit here. I'm going to do both of these, like so. I only can, yeah. There you go, man. There's my William Holden line. Stalag 17, man. It's technically it's I only bet when I like the odds, but you know I'll take that one. You get at least partial credit. All right, so that one I think I need to space back out again because that's a longer move. So Ed, if you're ever curious, right? So you always saw the finished product with like, you know, Bob and all that kind of stuff. If you're curious about how the sausage gets made, this is pretty much it, man. This is what I do with a lot of my time. That's it, man. I am such the buzzkill, right? You know, it's kind of like, hey, we did it. We came up with a cure for the coronavirus. It's kind of like, well, you know, yeah, but you know, it's fine, but look at the time period is required. Yeah, Mr. Buzzkill right here. So 19 to 24. Whoops. 19 to 24. Like so. It's interesting. It's like, I say it's like watching digital paint dry. Let's see, was that? Yeah, it's 21. All right, I need to get this up faster, I think. And then I'll rotate the chest, I think, here. All right. Yeah, let me push this a bit more. Can I lift it up? Oh, I can I? Let me go up with it, and I'll fix the belt later. Need the arm to go up a little bit, too, so it doesn't get hyperextended. Like so. Yep, that's cool. Boom. Do I want to go, like, big with this, or do I want to... Oh, that slow and steady wins a race. There you go, man. It's... You know, it's one of those things after doing it for a couple of decades, it just sort of like plugs away. But I'm sure you probably have this too, right? I have good days and bad days where like stuff just clicks right from the beginning, and you have some stuff where you just, I'll do this sometimes. I'll grab all the keys and I'll just hit delete because it just does not work, and I have to start over. Be right back. All right, man. I'll be here. See the wolves growling? Growling? Oh, growling. Yeah, Ed still got a little ways to go before third there. But you know what? Here. As long as we're doing it, I'll keep her happy. Come on, Penny. Treat me right. Yes. There it is. Oh, you know what? I think what I need to do is come up with a body. And I'm going to try that. Get more of a... like this. And then rotate it even further. I'll fix the leg here in a second. I just want to see if this works. Yeah. So you notice what I'm doing here is I want to move them forward. So if you notice I'm grabbing three things. I'm grabbing the pelvis, which is the center of gravity for this guy. And I'm also grabbing the hands because those are inverse kinematics, IK, which means that they move on their own. So by grabbing all of them at the same time, uh-oh, it allows me to kind of like move them all in a group. All right. Let's see, can I keep them here? See if I can keep them down. Just 1921. There it is. There you go. So the leg raises, but doesn't come up. Too bad. There it is. Cool. And then we're going to do a big swift move here. He's going to like come down. Pelvis will go backwards out of the way. I guess that way. Got to remember, camera's always flipped. So Control S, save our progress, because I don't think I have autosave on, which I probably should turn on. So Bob was done the same way in the trailer and game. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much this is the methodology I use, right, for any character. I mean, the only difference here is that it's 2D, right? So if we look at this from a perspective view, so this is what he looks like, in the 3D in a 2D world. But yeah, to be honest, I think I find 3D animation a bit easier just because you have more range, right? Here you are locked in this pose, so you got to do a lot of sleight of hand tricks if you want him to like rotate and that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is it. I would load up Bob, but Bob was done in Maya back in the day when I actually had Maya. So I don't think, let's see, I might actually, you know what? I might have actually ported Bob's basic rig over. So let me see. I'll take a look. Because obviously they don't put everything in Maya LT. Otherwise, nobody would use Maya, right? And Maya LT is $20 a month. Full-on Maya is, $180 or more. But let's see if... let me jump this over here real quick. Let me go... My computer... P... Let's see. I think I... Excuse me. So, shows you... It's so funny. I talked about this before. When I start creating a game, I kind of create a folder for it initially. And this shows you how... I literally had no idea where the game was going initially. So, Poker with Bob, the folder for it is still called Poker_iPhone. Because back in the day, 10 years ago, that's all there was the iPhone, right? I started developing the game before even the iPad existed, and a lot earlier than Android ever existed. So the original folder name was called Poker iPhone, and just because things are linked to it, I never changed it. So it's just kind of funny how some of my games are not the actual name. So let's go into, oh geez. And this is my first game, so my file structure is just god-awful terrible. There should be scenes. Ah, there he is. Nope, and that's not even for Bob, though. Jeez. It's under 6. Scenes. There he is. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So I got to see if any of these, if it's NB, that's my binary. So I'm probably not going to be able to load any of those. But let me try, see if I had converted any of these to maybe under setup. Assets, betting. Jeez. Yeah, this is terrible, man. This is, like I said, this is me trying to learn how to make a game. Yeah, it says 20, there you go. So like 2009. Some of these have like newer years just because stuff was ported over. But yeah, if you go back and look at the original dates, you see 2008 on some of these bad boys. But nowadays I have a base folder that's called setup. But I don't even see that, so I'm going to just, or maybe I called it Bob default. Nope. Is there anything in here? Nope, there's nothing in this one at all. So I have a Bob folder with nothing. My LT, my scenes. So I can't pull my scenes, but it's going to complain about some of the nodes and stuff. Jeez, I have... God, my file structure was terrible back then. How about a betting? We'll try that. I'll do a bet neutral. So this is probably not going to work because my... Yeah, see, it has nodes that were attached. So as a result, it's going to kind of work. If I hit this... So yeah, you can see the key parts of here. Can I? Oh, and the texture's not even attached, so it's just gray shade. But yeah, so the hands aren't following the IK. So there's stuff that's in Maya that my LT won't acknowledge. So as a result, it's broken. But I mean, at least you get some of. You can see the face, right? So all the face controls are kind of working there. But yeah, this is generally what I look at, you know, when I'm working. Sometimes I'll bother to put the texture on it, and sometimes I just work off a gray shade, but this is my usual, when I'm working in the 3D world, this is my usual view screen, right? For example, I mean, like when I was working on, last year when I was working on the Santa Clarita Diet, the Mr. Ball Legs, I was just doing that all gray shade, just because I was working remotely, and when I slapped on the texture, it seemed to like hinder performance, so I just left it as gray and ugly, which is funny because a lot of times I'll see this and I'll kind of look at it and kind of go, this isn't that great, but then once I get in the game or if it gets rendered, then it starts coming to life and it's like, oh, that's pretty. So yeah, I would have to hunt down the adapted version that allows me to actually use it regularly, but kind of a little behind the scenes there to look for you, Ed, if you're still there. Alright, and I'll do one more keyframe here, let that hold. The indie license stuff they're trying is interesting, but I doubt they're going to run with it. Feels like their heart just isn't in it. I haven't heard much about that, Johnny. I don't know. So Autodesk is doing like an indie thing for Maya Full? Or is that what you're referring to, or something else? Oh, Maya Indie. Color me ignorant. I had not even heard about this. Thanks for digging this up. So is this version 2D of Bob or 3D? Oh, well, no, the Bob was definitely 3D. Yeah, as you saw the gray shade, you could see all around it, right? Whereas this one is 2D, so you just literally have, sprites, right? They're just, wafer thin sprite images. You can get a 2-year indie license for Maya Full. Interesting. For at what price though? Oh, yeah. So you have to make less than 100,000 a year. Oh shoot. Oh wow. Okay, for 260 bucks. So that's basically the same price as my LT is. Huh. That's nice. Um. No, dude. Ed, that's fine, man. I constantly chat with anyone that chats with me on this, so don't worry about distracting. That's part of the fun of doing this for me, and part of the reason also why I only stream for like 2 hours each session, so I don't get too distracted and I still get productivity done. But I mean, I said this a bunch of times before, but I work out of the house, man. So this is as close as I get to being like sociable, you know. So I mean, I enjoy this, right? So for me, you know, exactly. That's exactly. And see, I mean, and it's like all over the world too, because Ed, you're pretty much on the other side of the continent from me, right? But Johnny's on the other side of the world from us, man. He's like 9 years in the future. So yeah, I mean, it's really cool that this easily connects and allows people to chat away and keeps me from going totally insane. For those of you that are getting housebound now and it's a new experience, yeah, welcome to my life. you know. So yeah, this is my way of not going totally, cabin fever crazy. So this is cool, but my concern about doing this, right, Johnny? My concern about going this route with the My Indie is that okay, that's fine until they decide to pull the plug on it, right? And the problem now is that you're gonna have a ton of work in Maya, like I demonstrated with Poker with Bob, right? You're gonna have all this Maya stuff, right? And you're not gonna be able to ratchet back down to Maya LT, right? There's gonna be stuff in the scenes that won't allow Maya LT to load it. Excuse me. So you're gonna have to keep buying whatever price they charge, right? To at least long enough to like port all the crap down to my LT. So as much as I'd love it, but for game people, I'm not sure the major benefit here. Because traditionally you're not going to be rendering stuff. You're just going to be like just making game content that you're going to kick out to FBX. But it is fascinating that it's the same price as the My LT. That is really cool. Yeah, I think why it isn't going to work. I totally agree, man. Back to the Future. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the only thing that now this kind of scares me. Excuse me. The only thing that scares me about that is the idea that I don't know if that's a toe in the water, and they're kind of going, we'll go that route, and we'll power down my LT and force people up. They can't do that. No, they can't do that. I'm taking it back, man. I didn't even say that. I don't want to jinx myself. Limited scripting for tools. Fair enough. But for me as an animator, it's perfect, right? Because I can rig so. I can rig it well enough that I can do what I need. But yeah, I mean, if you needed custom tools, then I could totally understand why Maya LT would come up short for you. But for me, the fact that they ripped out the rendering, aspect of Maya, I don't care because I can kick this out and just, go over into Lightwave, right? And fire up Lightwave and render whatever I need, right? Or in this day and age too, sometimes I'll go over into Maya, go into Unity and just render something out in Unity as well. Hey, there you go, Ed. Look at that. You're 2 for 2, buddy. And just like that, first place holder has returned. Wow, the smack talk continues. You guys are too funny. And it's funny. I think the person that is happiest that Penny gets the playtime is my wife, right? I'll finish a stream, right? And she'll ask me. She doesn't ask, how did the stream go? Did everyone have a good time, while you're doing your stuff? She just goes, did everyone play with Penny? So it's like, I am such second fiddle around here. All right, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do 2-frame hold. I'm gonna push my lock like so, and see how this goes. I might knock this back down to 1 frame, but I'm gonna start with 2. See how that goes. So yeah, Ed is funny because Ed and I paired up at this point a decade ago. So when I was making Poke with Bob, my first game, and it was one of those things I was just gonna do it down and dirty, kind of quick. It's a meal for sure. Look at the smack talk between you two. You guys are great. Gotta run now. All right, Ed, take care of yourself, buddy. But yeah, Ed's been great, man. He's been working with me on projects for over a decade now. But Ed, glad you can stop by, man. Take care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. I'll let you know if there's any other stuff that comes up. There you go. Now you're getting your kudos. I'll let you know if there's any other tweaks or new content. But thanks as always, Ed. There he goes. Boom. All right, I think I want to have the head come back down at this point. How about that? Yeah, I like that. See, they have fun. I'm not sure if that was aimed at Ed or if he's taunting Sharpate now. Either way, both work. Let's see. And now we're going to go big. Now we got this. Boom. All right, so now let's go big and do the whole 3. Start really bringing him down hard here. Yep. Sure thing, Ed. Take care. I really, you know what? I need to go higher here. I think is what I'm thinking. See if I can do it. Can I stretch that far? Yes, I can. Good. All right. Oops. Go way up like that. A 72-hour game jam I did a couple of years ago. Which one is this? Oh, is this a different one? Come on. So it just shows 2M? Is that the whole game? It took you 72 hours to put 2M on a black screen? Johnny, man, I'm kind of unimpressed. Oh. Wait. It takes a while to load. That's the whole thing, huh? Got it. It is a perfect 2M. It is. Crystal clear. I can read that. Yeah, I can even take my glasses off and no, it's actually kind of foggy. I'll put them back on. There. 2M. I can see it now. All right, I'll put it over to the side while it's still loading. I assume that's still loading, right? Or do I need to hit F5 on that? Should be loaded. All right. So my it's Chrome. I'll F5 him. Wait for it. It should look like something else though. Does that mean I won twice? Tell you what, I'll bump it over to Edge or something like that. How about that? See if we fare better over here. If it says 2M, I'm going to laugh. Well, my fan just cranked up, but... Hey! I got the 2M back. Alright, so... Oh, hit B. I. Oh, T. Am I supposed to be hitting T? I don't know. Hold down the keys on your keyboard. Featured on the boxes to propel yourself in that direction. Oh, got it. Okay. Maybe? So, oh, maybe I don't have it selected. No? Oh, okay. It's the opposite direction. Got it. Oh, geez. So it switches just to make it really challenging. So you have to constantly look up and down. Oh, that is creative, man. Oops. Oh, crap. Yeah, I saved myself. Oh, you get the lava too. Oh, geez. And I'm speaking of. That's good. That's nerve wracking. I guess if you're a touch typist and you know where your keys are, you can do better at that. But I have to keep looking down, and by the time I do, I look up and it's flashing, let me know that yeah, you took too long. That's cool, and that was 72 hours as well. Well, wow. What'd you do for the lava particles? Do you use a plugin for that? I mean, that wasn't. There's no way you could have written something like that in 72 hours. I'm guessing, right? If so, then you're like freaky brilliant. Custom shader written for the game. Really? Jeez. That's impressive, man. So I saw the comment on there saying that you ever thinking about taking it to mobile. Only Unity Vanilla? Okay. Did you ever consider doing that? Like that someone said? Or is it just, it's more like a test demo kind of thing and wasn't worth expanding on? 26. You tried? Well, a performance issue or it doesn't work? Okay. Oh, because of the keys. Oh, because you have a keyboard, right? Yeah, that kind of defeats the, I mean, yeah, I can understand that. That's a good, yeah. I'm sure that's probably it. Yeah, keyboard's problematic. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could do like a sub keyboard that only has like on screen has like maybe 10 of the keys, right? And it focuses on those, and then you have to like get to those while doing it. But even that, it's still for those that are touch typing, that goes away. So that probably be too much of a challenge. So yeah, that makes sense. That's a shame though, because it is a really cool concept. Yeah, I tried number keys as well. Okay. Yeah, just not the same. So here, I'm just going to go plant them right down, like so. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a slow drag there. Just cleaning up the foot here. One sec. Done a few game jams over the years. I haven't really, I haven't done it much. Here in Vegas, what ends up happening is I always get friends that run it, and they sort of like talk me into doing talks, at there and doing like a crash course, like intro to Unity or something like that. So no one wants to partner with me because, I as soon as I try and start, they go, oh yeah, I have to go do my talk, and then I come back, and then like 2 hours later I got another talk. So, the most recent global game jam was the first time I actually have really kind of sat down and done one, like the whole time dedicated. But it was fun. But I don't know if I can do that all the time though. I mean, well, part of it is just as a self-funded businessman, the businessman in me says, no, you cannot do that anymore. You're not allowed. But, and just the old man in me says, yeah, your body says you can't do that. Let's get that up like that. This one with my wife around the release of the Lego movie is a week. Oh, cute. He's like, let's go already. Come on. It's cute. Kind of reminds me of oh shoot, what was the Angry Birds pig one, right? Where you have to assemble the doing the animation. I see. Yep, Ricky, what up, man? How's it going? So was that you know what I'm talking about? Been drawing lately. Oh, cool, man. So that's what you did that in a week, Johnny. That's equally impressive, man. Working on drawings for game stuff, Ricky, or just drawing in general? Because you're all locked up and you know you do what you can to stay sane. Hey, Johnny's got another one. I got a million of them. Techno Mystiques. Oh, pretty. Hey, now we're starting to do the bloom and all the fun stuff. Okay, and a little bit of a precursor to your current title. Not got nothing else to do. Might as well be good at the arts. That's cool. Well, I mean, kudos to you, Ricky, for actually doing productive kind of stuff. I think that's a big challenge for a lot of people is to remain disciplined and not just bust out Netflix, right? Or lots of gaming. Oh, interesting kind of play mechanics. So it randomizes what your items are, and you do it. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty too. And that was 72 hours. Very pretty, Johnny. Nice. I gotta remember to throw post process stuff on my PC games for sure. All right, and then of course this arm's got to come back here. It's not doing anything yet. Ooh, that's hyperextended. Like so, like that. Control S. Haven't done that lately. Well, I got 1 week worth of toilet paper to use until I panic again and hoard all of the toilet paper. I keep saying, everyone has their own, bidet right there. It's called the shower, right? You got a bidet sitting right next to your toilet, unless you don't have a shower in your place, and then you're totally screwed. But yeah, because I work out of the house, the wife is sort of like rationing me because she's pointing out the fact that I use toilet paper in a significant amount because she works out of the house, so she's like making the point of don't use all the toilet paper up. But we're stocked up pretty well, thankfully, in that area, I guess. Use cardboards. Ooh. And this is actually apropos for me. I'll show you this. One sec here. Excuse me. Oh shoot, what was it? One sec. Almost there. Yeah, I can see it, but I can't get to it. There it goes. Here you go. Honestly, they're just as good as toilet paper. So, apropos, since I'm working on the triple game. So, worst case scenario, if we run out of toilet paper, I always got my triples. Probably a little more pleasant than cardboard, but to each their own. All right, I'm gonna duck out for a tribbles used correctly. That is the proper purpose of a tribble, right there. All right, I'm gonna duck out for a quick second. Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. Of course, yeah, just in time for me to say goodbye for a moment. But I'm gonna, of course, you can toss the disc for a penny. You ate cake. All right, I'll be right back. Hang tight, guys. All right, what'd I miss? Okay. Sharpay got some cake. I'm jealous. I'd like some cake. The cake is a lie, by the way. There is no cake. The cake is a lie. All-time favorite game, maybe. Love Portal. Gotta celebrate. Uh-oh. Oh, Sharpay's crying. Does that mean Johnny Ray's back in... Oh, no? Johnny had a miss? Oh, no. He dug yourself even further down. All right. How about Sharkbait? Here he goes. See if he can climb up. Oh, I don't know. I think that was a miss, wasn't it? Oh! Has anyone ever told you look like the guy from Master of Disguise? Master of Disguise? Who is that? Wait, you talking about Dana Carvey? Whoops, wrong one. Grabbed the wrong one there. You talking about like this Master of Disguise? You think I look like Dana Carvey? That would be a first. Well, now they got the glasses. Okay. Maybe there's a little bit of that. Well, isn't that special? Do I get to start singing Choppin' Broccoli? Go through all my Dana Carvey routines? Check out my good house pat. Have to think back on every skit he ever did in SNL. Wow. Okay. No, that is a true first. I'll tell my wife and she will not find it funny. Yeah. Yes. Well, you know, Hollywood's locked down. So, you know, me, Dana Carvey, I have to find some other way to amuse myself and make more millions of dollars. Wow. Turtle. I never saw the movie. I remember the trailer going, turtle, hit me turtle. That's about all I remember. Oh, jeez. Well, thank you for that. That is the first I've ever heard that. Boom. All right, where's the scoring now? I got to check up on this. So Sharkbait's at 550. Where does that put him? That puts him... Ooh, solidly in the lead with Johnny Ray at 520. A 30-point difference. Johnny, not to be denied, is stepping up. Uh-oh. Pressure's on. Oh, look at that. You will miss. It is sort of like, what was that, Rocky 3? Or Rocky 4? I will break you. How about if I just really push him down here? Like so. Swing this really hard, like that. Boom. Look at that. That looked like the same toss twice in a row. Johnny being nice and consistent. Ooh, 10-point difference. Sharkbait's not happy. That's my penny. Let's see. Uh-oh. You guys are betting on the side, aren't you? Here it goes. Look at that. That's like the same one 3 times in a row. I swear. Johnny is like the persistent, incredible locked-in machine there. Oh, shoot. I'm way behind on that one. Tie break. Who's going to do it? He's just getting lucky. I don't know, man. That performance, that's kind of looking like skill to me. Look at that. Uh-oh. It broke. Do you want me to close it down before the points come back? How much is it worth? Oh, yeah. Give it a second. Or 20, 20 bucks. Oh, right idea, but a little too late. It came back too fast. And Johnny reclaims the lead. Oh, too funny. What was that? Oh, uh-oh. It is on. This is like epic battle time now. There it goes. Boom. Sweet. So, I'm just beating the crap out of an invisible Tribble over here while you guys are doing that. It is a tie. Detente. Here you go. Mutually assured tying. Excuse me. Alright, a little too much there. And I got nothing going on in the chest yet, do I? Oh, I'm way behind on the chest. 26-29. Like so. I need you to break the luck streak so... Gifted a tier 1 sub to Sharkbait? Thanks. Alright, okay, fine. Here you go. Taking one for the team. Oh! Then again, maybe I'll just ease up in there and make it a 3-way tie with you guys. I'm only, oh, Jesus, 180 points behind. I could get 9 tosses in a row without a single miss, right, guys? That could happen. So now it's bribery. Is that what it is? That's great. Not at all. Not because I just took the last one, right? The last good toss, so don't be afraid, Sharkbait. I didn't sign up for this. Alright, so now I actually come down like this. Boom. Like that. Yep, here we go. Drum roll, please. Here we go, Sharkbait. Oh, and he steps up and does it. He got the stuff. Uh-oh. Now the pressure falls back on Jenner. This is like watching like a game of Russian roulette with a canine. It's canine roulette, right? Who's gonna have the miss? Who's gonna have the wrong kind of click? Here we go. Nice. Oh, jeez. Each one gets more intense. Julia's doing a follow. Thank you, Julia. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, by the way. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm just too busy like chatting away and not even really working, but thank you so much. Julia, don't know if you've been around before, but currently working on a video game, which is buried in here somewhere. They're duking it out. Yeah, working on a video game called Tribble Troubles, which focuses on Tribbles from the classic Star Trek. Oh, which I dropped the ball. I don't have them handy like I normally do. Most social I've been outside of my home in weeks. See, I serve a purpose. I'm happy I'm helping you guys out there. There you go. So these are tribbles. Came from the classic episode of Star Trek called the Trouble Tribbles, and I have a license that's specific to using tribbles and glommers, and that's pretty much it. Glommers are these not so cute guys, these orange guys that Klingons genetically engineered to do one thing, and that is to eat tribbles. So you get to play as a tribble that you're trying to climb your way out. You get caught on a ship, and they beam you into a planet, and you're trying to climb your way out to safety. So trailers. Oh, should I fire up the trailer? I've not done that today. Is that too gratuitous, or should I do it? What do you think? Should I fire up the trailer? All right, I'll do that. Let's do the trailer. We just had Ed here earlier. Do it. Okay. Twist my arm. If I can find it. Give me one sec. Make sure I got the audio turned up for you guys. So yeah, Ed was just here a little while ago. Ed is the one that supplied the voice here that you'll hear. Fine voice actor. Here we go. Whoops. It's not playing, is it? Desktop audio properties. I tweaked it yesterday for let's see, speakers. Yeah. Let's try that again. I tweaked it yesterday for playing Half-Life, and I think it stole the settings. There it goes.
The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship. Is that a tribble? On my ship! Tribble Troubles boldly go where no tribble has gone before. Play as a tribble that's been beamed into the core of a hostile planet. You'll have to jump, climb, and squish your way to safety. Face off against dangerous glonners, speedy sandworms, relentless alien apes, and phaser-toting crew members. Battle your way through 16 challenging levels across 4 different environments. Collect gems to score power-ups like shields and sonic attacks. Complete missions and unlock new outfits to personalize your tribble. Tribble Troubles, beaming down in July for Xbox, Steam, and mobile.
There you go. Currently available as a wishlist item on Steam. So please feel free. Cost you nothing, right? But it does help me. So if you have not wishlisted the game, and of course, pretty much everyone here, I'm sure, has Steam available. So if you could do a wish list for it, I would be extremely appreciative. Like I said, no commitment there. It just means you're interested. Doesn't mean you're buying it. But I know you want to. But he sounds like the person in the movie trailers. Yes, in a world. Yeah, he has that voice, doesn't he? So there you go. That is Tribble Troubles in a brief nutshell. So what I'm working on at the moment is a situation where the red shirt, the cat alien character, if he comes in contact with the tribble and you basically stand, because it's something I forgot to add, if you're standing like next to him, he needs to just sort of like start attacking you. Normally he has the phaser, but that's designed for when he's like not next to you. So I was over here in Maya. Let me fire that back up, or my LT. So I'm just working on some animations now where he's just kind of like just doing damage. So still haven't cleaned it up yet, so it's still kind of all over the place, but we're getting there. But Julie, thanks for joining, and thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that. So if you're still floating around, you feel like being chatty, are you a developer yourself, or are you just kind of watching what us other people are doing? We got Sharpbait is one that dabbles, I think, and then Johnny is working on his own game. Of course, when he's in between throws with Penny. But yeah, it's always fun saying hello to the people in here and seeing what everyone else is working on. I'm always interested, right? Oh, it's usually depressing because I see what other people are working on. It's kind of like, oh, that is so much cooler than my game. Yeah, you are. Okay. Yep. You're working on yours, right? Where are you at now? Are you still are you still like doing the whatchamacallit? previous kind of stuff for it? Prototyping, or I don't know if you filled me in lately. Boom. All right, I gotta bring the shoulder down. He is way too high here. Which probably means I gotta bring him down as well. It's a little loud, isn't it? It's okay. All right. Boom. Actually, I think that one needs to come forward at this point. Ooh, maybe not. Ooh, that's terrible. God, that's bad. That's ping pong from hell. Okay, so here what I'll do is come up this way. Yeah, see, this is where I would actually rotate the arm back. But we're in 2D, so that's not really an option. Alright, you guys have gone quiet on me with Penny, so there we go. The wizard trying to kill the magic floating eyeball spaghetti monster. Alright, I don't think you've shared that before. That doesn't ring a bell before. Check me out. 390. Guys, I'm closing in, man. And the monster minion is just eyeball monster. Okay. Sharp 8, I think you've been holding out on me, man. I mean, I am old, the recollection. You sure are. Yeah. I might do that, man. You know, I might just like leave it up and just kind of like go and chat myself and just keep playing it. So when I come back on Friday, I'll suddenly have like this super score of like 700 and you guys be going, what up? Mr. Turtle, hello, hello. What up? Hey, welcome, welcome. How's it going, Mr. Turtle? Welcome. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. I don't know. This looks interesting. I just showed the trailer. I don't think the guys gonna be happy if I fire it up again. But I'll tell you what. I'll do a quick playthrough. How about that? Is that just as well? Let me fire this up. Main menu. Oh, show it again. Show it. Okay. Hey, twist my arm, man. That's an easy sell. Okay, fine. All right. For those that don't want to see again, I apologize, but okay. See, it's not the game. It's the fact that you guys just want to hear Ed's amazing voice again, isn't it? Right? All right, here we go.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship. Is that a Tribble? On my ship! Tribble Troubles boldly go where no Tribble has gone before. Play as a Tribble that's been beamed into the core of a hostile planet. You'll have to jump, climb, and squish your way to safety. Face off against dangerous glonners, speedy sandworms, relentless alien apes, and phaser-toting crew members.
Which what I'm working on now.
Battle your way through 16 challenging levels across 4 different environments. Collect gems to score power-ups like shields and sonic attacks. Complete missions and unlock new outfits to personalize your Tribble. Tribble Troubles, beaming down in July for Xbox, Steam, and mobile.
There you go. And I gotta plug it again. That it is now. That's amazing. Thanks. I do have it on Steam. At least you can wish list it at the moment. So I would love for, if you haven't done it before, I would love to get a wish list from you guys. That would be so awesome. Thank you, Mr. Turtle. I appreciate that. So it's a smaller scale game. And then I don't know if you heard before, but it is licensed. I actually have the rights to use Tribbles, which, by the way, if you're under the age of 50, you may not be familiar with Tribbles. I always have to do this, clarify. So Tribbles came out of the classic Star Trek episode, The Trouble with Tribbles. And they're cute little guys, but they tend to eat all the food they find. And, you know, I've been getting into these types of games from the Star Wars. Oh, sweet. I grew up on Star Wars, so I'm a big Star Wars fan as well. So I have licensed to tribbles, and I also have licensed to glommers. Those are the little orange guys you saw earlier that are genetically engineered by Klingons to eat tribbles. The age keeps increasing. Yep. Yeah, I love my Star Wars as well. Yep. Yeah, when Star Wars came out, it's funny, I've told the story before, but I still think it's kind of funny. So there was no VCR, right, back in the day. The way it worked back in the day is that movies came out in the theaters and you watched them as much as you could, because once they went away, you weren't going to see them again unless they re-released it to theaters, or you could wait 10 years and they would show it on TV with commercials and it'd be all edited and be like crap, you know? Excuse me. So, yeah, for Star Wars, that's, you know, that was one of the things that nowadays we have the Netflix. Yeah. When I was a kid, yeah, that was, but my dad literally, and I mean, I was a little kid, and my dad would drop me off at the theater, and he would, like, give me enough money for, like, one thing of popcorn, and he would drop me off, and I would just go see it repeatedly, right? And then after watching a bunch of shows, he would come by and pick me up. You can't do that in this day and age. That's probably not the best approach, but I turned out fine-ish. But the same thing for Star Trek, too. I mean, I grew up watching the original series. I know. Most weren't, you know, which is why I have to ask, right? I say, you look like that one celebrity. Well, according to Sharkbait, I think it's, or was it Sharkbait or was it Ricky that said it was Dana Carvey? Which one? Let me guess. It's probably not going to be Dana Carvey twice in a row, because that's the first time ever. So I don't think I'll hear that one again. But the glasses help, right? See, Sharkbait's going with Dana Carvey. But that's not the one I usually get. Actually, that's one I never have gotten before. So, good on Sharkbait for introducing a whole new... Has anyone ever told you you look like... No, wait, seriously? No, come on. This is a setup now. Come on. There's no way. There's no way I can go from 0 to 2 Dana Carvey sightings in the same, hour. Sharkbait's just loving it now. All right. So now I gotta do my, all my Dana Carvey impressions. Chopping broccoli. Check out my good house pat. And, and of course, well, isn't that special? There you go. I'll do Church Lady all day long. How about that? Of course, I don't know. If you only know him from Master of Disguise, you may not even know the references I'm doing, right? This is like classic late 80s Saturday Night Live skits. So I'm doing Dana Carvey from like way before your time. I'm not turtle enough for the Turtle Club. Oh, man. Too funny. Puts on glasses and a mustache. I've never been here before, but you look like... Oh. Don't you have keys to be sending out? Come on, Johnny. Come on, man. Those 22,000 keys aren't going to send themselves. Come on, man. Oh, you guys are great. I should be working. Yep. But instead, while you guys are chatting, I'm going to climb into a closer to first place tie. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Where are we at? See, Sharpbait, you got to work on your... Okay, where am I at? Okay, I'm solidly in third place. You got to work on your sales pitch. You can't trash talk him for 2 hours, with the penny toss, and then turn around and say, "Hey, give me a free game." Danny Carvey does coding in his free time. There you go. There's a bribe. Give me a key and I'll let you have first place. I think Johnny's going to earn it on his own, man. I did forget to look. Are you guys tied again? Is that a tie for first again? Oh, that's way too bunched up there. Let me come out like that. Ooh. Yeah? Okay. Yes, I'm doing the animation right now. So, excuse me. I'm working on the animation where in the game, I'll show you what I'm trying to accomplish. Let me go back to spaceship, fire this up. So one of the things I noticed that was kind of missing is the idea that if you get on top of it, if he gets on top of you, right, and starts smacking you, he'll do damage, right? So he's damaging me, but there's no animation to indicate that, right? And I realized I needed something better for that. So yeah, so all the animation you see in the game is me. I'm doing the animation and the programming. The 2D art that you see is done by an incredibly talented guy named Daniel Thomas, who I've worked with on and off for a decade now. So he's just supplying the art, and he negotiated ceasefire. Good for you. So yeah, I just realized that this looks like crap, right? You're taking damage, and he's just kind of like idle staring at you. So I'm trying to put together some nice little thing where he just kind of wails away on you, right? So I'm in the process, and its animation kind of looks rough as you go along. There's a whole cleanup phase, so right now this is kind of still roughed in, but it gets the gist of it, right? You can do the different things like that. So he does the stomp, he'll do a hit, and then as soon as you move away, it'll stop doing that. That's a sexy stomp animation. Yeah, well, that's what three-eyed alien cats actually stomp like. That's I've done lots of research, and that's exactly the way they stomp. You know, and if you think I'm lying, go find me a three-eyed alien cat and show me what they do instead. But thank you. Alright, so then actually I'm gonna, I'll leave that for the time being. I'll clean it up later. And the Maya handles the depth really poorly in terms of the layers and stuff like that. So there's stuff that's on top of each other that won't be once I export it over into Unity. So in Maya, it looks like crap. You look like the bold guy from Master of Disguise. Oh, man. Well, isn't that special? Okay, I gotta do a... See, and I mean, you guys all know the turtle stuff. Sexy pounce. Here you go. So you guys probably might not even have any recollection of... Oh, wait. Oh, that's like the new SNL. I want the old... Dana Carvey videos. Here you go. So yeah, this is like Dana Carvey that I remember. Saturday Night Live. So this is circa, this would be like 1986 or 7 probably. 88, I was close. It aired in 88. I was close. I said 86, 87. Oh, this is great. Phil Hartman.
His memory's gotten just a little bit fuzzy about his role as a televangelist. Just who is Patrick?
It does look like you.
Or Satan worshiper?
A Satan worshiper.
Welcome, Patrick.
Yeah. Oh, who could it be? Could it be Satan? This is a classic that he always did. Oh yeah, and that's oh shoot.
Come on your
oh
show.
come on, I'm blanking on his name.
Settle it once and for all.
Minnesota. He ran
I'm a
for senator.
presidential
Al Franken.
And not
He has thicker hair.
televangelist.
Well,
Have
that's
we
a
ever
wig.
heard of a little thing called the 700 Club?
Yeah. And that's
well,
Al Franken, who ended up
that
becoming a
That,
senator for a while.
show
Yep.
was basically a Judeo,
I didn't say senator, didn't I? Or did I screw that? Did I say governor or something
Christian,
stupid?
show.
But yeah, he was great. Too bad he ended up stepping down. Yeah. It's a wig. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Dana Carvey did not have that kind of hair back in the day.
So we just put the Electoral College right ahead of the Bible College, don't we? Just push Jesus aside and go right for the Satan vote.
Well, the issue is
Even better.
really not my religion. It's leadership. You see, we learn the whereabouts of
All right.
those.
Wait, let me.
Fact that Hitler's brain is being kept alive in Paraguay.
Well, isn't that special?
There it is. Well, isn't that special? There you go. So you know him from the turtle stuff. I know him from classic SNL back in the days. Saturday Night Live. Sorry, I say SNL, but yep. Who's the other? Yeah, the other guy, as I was saying, his name is Al Franken. He used to be a writer on the show, and then he started appearing as an actor, and he went on to become a senator from, I believe, Minnesota, wasn't it? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was senator from Minnesota. Yeah, yep, okay. I did get that one right. And then he had the picture of him with his hands when the Me Too movement kicked in, and there's a picture of him where he was posing in front of another stand-up comic who was asleep, and he had his hands in a place he shouldn't, and he ended up having to step down. Sharpay's still trying to bribe Johnny. Just one key. What a bargain, man. Johnny's like, seriously, next week. I got 22,000 keys to get through right now, man. You give him a key now and you look on eBay. Hey, look. Get it before everyone else does. Alright. It might be a bit quick. Tell you what, I might keep the chest down a little bit longer here. Not quite as abrupt. Yeah, it's still... It might be just the head. Maybe I'm just unhappy about what the head's doing here. Shark bait. Act now. Supplies are limited. Boy, Sharpay's got the whole pressure salesman routine down to a T, doesn't he? That's impressive. Oh, shoot. Next week or today, persistence. I love it. All right, that's still too much of a jerk back. Getting there. Boom. Try that. Nah, still not happy with. Let me let the head come down afterwards. That's better. Tell you what, we get a 2-for-1. I will drop all the way down third place if you'll take it today. I don't know, Johnny. I don't know. I think you should hold out, man. I smell 3 coming here. Alright. So he's finished that one. Oh, his arm's not doing anything yet on this keyframe. So I'm not sure. I mean, I've been doing animation for, like I said, decades now. So for me, this is like a zen kind of thing. A lot of times I'll actually listen to like audiobooks or that kind of stuff when I'm doing this. So I'm not sure how it is on your end. If this is sort of like I was saying before, like digital paint drying. But I hope it's not too boring for you guys out there. I dropped so low, I ain't even on the board. That would be a trick. That would be an impressive trick. I'm not sure how you pull that off, though. That would be an interesting thing. I think you would have to bribe me, too, to change the code. And you change your name to whatever you want. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, so this arm definitely has to swing forward at this point. I think that's what it's missing. I mean you, not I. Oops. So you changed my name to... Oh! Wow. Johnny's getting like the ultimate power now. See, my deal's going to be easier, actually. What I'm going to be doing... looks at the pending message on new keys. So, actually, in all honesty, I am going to be, hopefully once I get this nailed and I get a few bugs worked out, I'm going to start putting up very, very early betas on Steam. And my trick is going to be basically free keys to people that join me on Discord. So, if you come on Discord, I will be hooking you up with a free copy. You know, of course, I'm not Johnny, you know, I'm just me and my tribbles, but, you know, that will be an option here in the not too distant future. Excuse me. Sharpie. Sharpie's like, yeah, I'm there. I'm down with that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you are? Okay. Well, I'll have it set up where basically you can just message me on there once I'm all set up, and I will be hooking you guys up with keys because I'm really anxious to get it out there for you guys to find all the stuff that I'm missing, you know, and let me know if the plays, you know, the play style is working for you. I mean, it sucks that, I mean, I was in a much more polished state before, but what I broke, I really needed to, because the way the game is playing, right, as I said before, if the Space Cat, if you turn on electric beam and he's stuck, he just stands there, right? Which I thought at first was kind of a cute idea, but then I thought it through. It's kind of like, wait a second, if he's smart enough to walk over and hit the computer to block you, then he should be smart enough to walk over and hit the switch and free himself from the beam. So that's when I realized I had to add that code, and that just broke the crap out of everything. Listen, man, this is something you won't see again. You can change my name to Mr. Poopyhead 3000. Mr. Poopyhead 3000. And I would be stuck with that, and I drop off the charts, and sounds like Tail of me. Johnny, I don't know, man. He's driving a really hard bargain here. That's impressive stuff. That is a hard bargain. I gave it up too easily, man. I should have said you have to join my Discord channel, and of course, you know, change your name on here to something on Twitch that I decide. Captain, to quote the movie Airplane, Captain, how soon can you land this plane? I can't tell. No, you can tell me I'm a doctor. No, I just can't tell. How soon? 2 hours. Can't land for 2 hours? No, I can't tell you I can't tell me for 2 hours? No, we can't land for 2 hours. I butchered it, but it's still there. There it is. There it is. So we got stomp, smack, and I'll do one with like the right hand, just doing a fist punch on that side too. Well, you gotta give Sharpbait credit. If nothing else, he is relentless. Sharpbait, you better push pretty hard because I am 13 minutes past my normal streaming time, so I might be wrapping up here pretty soon, buddy. So this seems appropriate if I say, Sharkbait, you should fish or cut bait. Sharkbait, ooh ha ha. We'll meet again. Alright. So this still a little hanky in here. It's still kind of bouncing around, but I think it's a good start. I got some cleanup to do on here, and so I figured if I do stomp, smack, and then hit with the right fist, punching downward, I think that should be enough, and I could cycle between those three things because there's no reason for you to sit there and take the abuse unless you're just kind of crazy. So, which, you know what, begs the question, what happens if I have my shield on? I didn't even think about that. So you just stand there staring at you? It would be funny if he does it, but it has no effect. I think that's what will happen. Let me check that. 1 year of that one name, so you know that if you change my name, I am stuck with that for 1 month, but if you take the deal, it will be stuck 1 year. True wheeler dealer. Alright, so if I go... Oh, shoot. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any shields. Of course, I don't have any shields to test. So I can't test. Alright. I like Sharpay 101. Oh, the irony. Add a 0. Go ahead and move the decimal place over 1, and you got a deal. That's great. Alright, I think I'm going to stop down there. I think that's good. And then I got a whole nother section here where it's going to do the punch, and that's going to go on for a little while. So I think I might call it a day there. You guys are cracking me up. That's too funny. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up. Read the one above. Oh. Last place. What, the one about... And then next month, Mr. Last Place 123. That one? Or the etc. If it's the etc. one, I'm not following, but I'm slow, so you might have to clarify. Yeah, okay. Alright, so... Yeah, no. Okay, now I'm totally confused. You want to clarify that? The month one. Above Johnny. Yeah, that he gets to change it every month. Poopy head, and then next month, Mr. Last Place 123. Yeah, but that means you have to try and get last place, right? No guarantee, man. I mean, you know, the competitor in you might not let you throw the match, so you might still find yourself getting high scores even though you don't want to. Yeah, see, Johnny still wants the competition. Alright, so I am winding down. But let me just say before I finish up here, I'll be back Friday. Guys, let me also say thank you so much for hanging out. Shark Bay, Johnny Ray, and everyone else that was hanging out and chatting. Thank you so much, man. It has been a blast chatting with you guys. Of course, it wouldn't be right if I didn't end it by getting a visit from you-know-who, right? So do I open up the door now and let her come rushing in? Is it about that time? Yep, okay. Here we go. It is the whole reason you guys have been watching the stream. This is the moment. You ready? It could be me bumping it. I'm not sure what triggers it, but... One more time. There you go. Come on. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Is it Frisbee time? Is it Frisbee? Frisbee. Alright. I've tortured her enough. Time to go do it for real. Yep. I'm going to go get high score in the backyard. All right. Once again, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. It definitely makes it so much more entertaining for me, and I hope it's amusing for you. But I will be back on Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. You guys can pick this conversation up right where you left off on Friday. How about that? You guys can duke it out for first place and hopefully get that free key from them. All right. That's it for me, guys. Take care. I will see you on Friday starting 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope you guys can make it back. All right? Take care, guys. Adios.